So hi, hello everyone. In this particular video we'll be talking about which cloud to learn, what cloud matters, and if you are confused about what if I should learn Azure, if I should learn GCP, if I should learn AWS, so I'll be guiding you with all those things, what exactly matters, and you will be getting an answer at the end of this video, what to learn, what not to learn, and what exactly to focus upon. With my 5 years of experience in data engineering, I think so I'm a good person to guide you, and I am also a certified Databricks professional data engineer and working as a senior data engineer, as a remote senior data engineer. So let's start with the video and let me guide you with those all things. That is the first thing that is here. So as you can see on the screen here, which cloud you should learn, Azure versus GCP versus AWS, which for data engineering what you should learn. So these are the things that you should matter. That is a cloud confusion always there. If you are a beginner, you will be aware, you have to be like you will be confused mostly about should I learn AWS, should I learn Azure, should I learn Google Cloud. They worry about picking the things, and like basically these are the entirely like basically it doesn't matter. Okay, in one word, it doesn't matter, because companies are not hiring for the cloud logos. They are mostly hiring for who can understand the data systems, who can understand the things. That is how it matters. That is the main thing. So all the clouds solve the same problems. That is, every cloud provides nearly identical capabilities. That is, identical capabilities means basically they will be giving a set of services that the names will only differ, but the engineering problems they will that they solve that will be similar only, but the cloud platforms may be different. Okay, that is basically the data storage that will be there in all the clouds that we are going to talk about. That is, it can be data storage means scalable object storage for the raw and the processed data. Next thing will be the large scale compute, that is distributed processing across the clusters. Next thing is the data warehouse that will be there in all the clouds. That is very important for analytical systems, analytical engines, or BI report, business intelligence reporting and all. That is very, very important. Next thing is the orchestration, scheduling the pipelines, maintaining the pipelines, managing the big pipelines, how you will do those kind of things. So orchestration services will be also there. Next thing is your machine learning. Machine learning means basically like it will be integrated ML platforms or model training and all. For all the clouds it will be there. So key insight that will be from my side, that is, cloud platforms are different tools solving the same engineering problem. It is not AWS can solve one problem and Azure cannot do it. It is not about that, okay? Because they are solving the same set of problems, same kind of services are there, just the names are different, okay? So I'll tell you what exactly to focus upon. 4 building blocks of a cloud data platform as a data engineering. So every data engineering system, regardless of the cloud, it is built on the 4 core layers. That is what you should master and what should know about. That is, first thing is your storage, next thing is your compute, third thing is your data warehouse, and fourth thing is your orchestration. So these are the things that matters a lot. Understanding why these layers exist and more about this. So we are going we are going to talk about those things. The first thing is basically cloud storage services, the layer 1, the first layer. That is a cloud storage services. Data lakes are built on the object storage. It is cheap. It is very cheap. Other than that, scalable, tightly integrated with the analytics engines. Okay. In AWS we talk about industry standard S3. We talk about in Azure, we mostly talk about blob storage or ADLS, Azure Data Lake Storage. Okay, that is a deep Microsoft enterprise integration, that is of Microsoft Azure. Other than that, GCP, Google Cloud Platform, that is the Google Cloud Platform, and we mostly talk about tight coupling with BigQuery and the Dataflow. So cloud storage, we mostly call it as Google Cloud Bucket, Google Cloud Storage basically, or Google GCS Bucket we call it as. Okay, in the Google Cloud, in relevance of this one, object storage. Next thing is all about distributed compute. What is a distributed compute? Basically, because you will be getting big data, a huge amount of data will be coming in. So how you will process those all things? Okay, you will be requiring a compute that can process. You will be requiring an engine that will be the Spark, that runs the Spark service, and it can use that Spark capabilities to process your data. So on the clouds already it is managed by the cloud providers, and data processing engines runs on the cloud clusters. All the major cloud platforms like support Apache Spark, definitely very important, and the industry standard for the large scale processing. That is, if you are working on AWS, EMR and Glue, or Glue will be there for managed Spark and serverless ETL. Next thing, if you are working with Azure, so mostly you will be working with Azure Databricks or Synapse Analytics. That will be unified platform for analytics and Spark workloads. Next thing, you will be working on GCP, if so you will be working on Databricks either, or you will be working on Dataproc. Okay, Dataproc is also very famous in GCP for deploying your Apache clusters and all, Apache Spark jobs. If you want to deploy and you want to run those jobs in a so Dataproc will work on. Okay, that is a service of Google Cloud. Next thing, it is a managed Hadoop. So mostly the names only are differing, rather than just the service names are only different, but they are solving the same problem, same data engineering problems only they are solving. So first thing, that is cloud data warehousing. Cloud data warehousing, first thing, very important. Data warehouse is a powerful analytical query engine at a scale, from business intelligence dashboard to executive reporting, if you want to do. So at this is the point from where the data will be taken up, or from where the data analyst will be querying the data. Okay, that is very important to understand. So basically, AWS, if you are working with, you will be mostly aware about Redshift, columnar storage, a petabyte of scale data will be there. Next thing, Azure, if you are working with Synapse Analytics will be there. Unified workspace will be there, combining the SQL and Spark. Next thing will be GCP, BigQuery will be there. Serverless high scalable SQL first analytics will be there. That is very important. So these are the major things, that because as you can see here, just the names are different, cloud names are different, services names are different, but they are solving the main purpose, the same purpose they are solving. Okay. So workflow automation tool. So if you are talking about workflow automation tool, orchestration tool mainly will be referring to for scheduling, for retries. If anything is failing, how you will retry. Dependency, one task is running, after that what should run. Okay, how exactly you will maintain those all things. Okay, as you can see in the diagram also, extract, load, validate, monitor, these all things are there. So how exactly we'll follow those things. So in the AWS, there will be step function or Airflow will be integrated. Next thing is basically Azure. In Azure Data Factory, Azure ADF is very famous. Okay, that can be used. Other than that, in GCP we use Cloud Composer, managed Apache Flow. It is a managed Apache Flow on GCP, Airflow on GCP, basically on which you use this, that is Cloud Composer. So which cloud to be used where, that is the main question. Which cloud to use, answer this question na bhaiya, which cloud to use. So cloud adoption across the industry is significantly, it is very in neck to neck competition, but AWS was the first one to start the thing. So AWS had the broadest reach as of now, and it is the largest provider globally as of now also, and dominant in the startups, tech companies and product based firms also. But Azure is also very famous. It is an enterprise king, and it is preferred for large corporation like with the Microsoft ecosystem. You will be able to use legacy, because Power BI, if any company is using Power BI, so mostly they will go ahead with the Azure only, because Azure is, Power BI is also a Microsoft, and Azure Microsoft Azure, it can be integrated seamlessly. If and Databricks is also we get Azure Databricks directly, we can integrate. It is a one-step solution. So Azure is very famous. Other than that, GCP is also famous. It is a powerful analytics powerful powerhouse it is, and it is favored for mainly AI, ML, data heavy organizations are there. So BigQuery is very important. Okay, so definitely these are the market shares that you can see. That is 33% of AWS, Azure is 22%, 11% is of Google Cloud Platform, and others are also there. There are many other Google platforms, not Google, cloud platforms that they provide. Okay, Oracle is one of them. Okay, other than that, IBM also has its cloud. So basically that is what it matters. But these three are the major ones. You can start with any, either Azure, either GCP, either AWS, doesn't matter. That is my answer to it. So cloud skill, because cloud skills are transferable. That is, you can transfer one skill. If you learn about GCP, you can work easily on Azure. You will take about 5 to 10 days to be aware about the things, and you can work on those things easily. So once you understand the underlying concepts, and switching to the cloud is very straightforward. It is not I have to learn everything from scratch again. No. ठीक है. You can learn about S3 on AWS. You can move to ADLS very easily because same concept was different interfaces only there. Then you can switch to GCS also and GCP. Like it is a minimal ramp up time needed. Okay, like 5 days or 6 days it will take, and you will be aware about those things. Okay. So key idea will be Spark on Databricks work across all the clouds, and concepts are transferable fast. It is faster than tools. Okay. You can easily learn it. Where you should start, basically that is also a good question, where you should start the things. If you want to learn about these particular things, or you want to learn about the cloud, you want to learn about this data engineering from very scratch, we have end-to-end bootcamp of DataX, from where you can learn about those things. If you are not aware about anything in the coding, if you are not aware anything about data engineering, you can start with this particular bootcamp, and people are there who have already got offers from these particular bootcamps, and you can also get. It is a job focused bootcamp, and we have taken many interviews. We have got many people placed, so definitely you can also get the things. If we start about SQL, then we talk about Python, then we talk about data modeling is there, pandas is there, Snowflake is there, Spark is there, SQL is there, Azure Databricks is there. We have done projects on ADF, we have done projects on GCP, we have done projects on Databricks. So definitely it is going to help you to get and land the interviews very easily. Okay, so link is there in the description. Other than that is my own bootcamp. I have guided the things. Coupon code is also there, and a WhatsApp support number is also there. If you want to ask any questions, you can tap on that and ask your questions. So other than that, what exactly, where you should start the things? If you want to start, you can check the learning resource. There are many free resources of AWS that you can start with. You can look at the job market, what is as per my experience, as per my things. I will tell you, I have seen the shift, and I have seen the things. If you know about, because I till 3 years I have worked on only GCP, but it was easier for me to adapt another cloud, that was Azure. To I have also worked on Databricks, I have also worked on AWS, and with my experience only I can say it was not very difficult to learn about any other cloud. If you know about one cloud, it is easier to get any other cloud. Better. Next thing is start and stay consistent. That is more important. So don't get stuck in the cloud debates what you should learn. If you are able to do the first thing, that is your spotlight, that is this thing. Pipeline design you are able to do, you are able to distributed processing you are able to do, data modeling you are able to build. Next thing, production debugging you can do. So you can already work on the data system. No need to worry about which cloud will help you to get the job. No need to worry about those things. That is very, very important. And the final message is basically master the data engineering concept for cloud will be very easily you can learn the cloud. You should not in my bootcamp only many engineers are there who are from the cloud background only, like 4 years 5 years experienced in AWS, but they are not aware about the data engineering main core concepts. They are not aware, and in the interviews they are not able to clear because of these issues only. So you should not do those things. If you want to learn about the thing, definitely our bootcamp is there, DataX is there, and it will help you to land a job very easily. So you can follow it. Link is there in the description. Thank you so much for watching it, and you have an answer what you should learn, which cloud to follow, and what you should do. Thank you so much. Bye bye.